Now then, everybody, and welcome to Riverview. I'm Will, and I'm starting a new start from scratch playthrough on this here map. So, just like my last series, I'm going to start this with absolutely zero money to my name, and that means I'm going to have to start doing some contracts to earn some money. But first, let me explain the rules. First, there will be no loans taken out. I will not be leasing any equipment, so I'll have to own everything. However, I have turned on the financing option, so that allows me to get equipment on finance, and as long as I'm paying that off every month, I will keep the piece of equipment. So hopefully that means I won't be spending ages doing contracts before I can get things like tractors and whatnot. So those are the two major rules for this playthrough. Everything else is decided on the fly, as it were. And as I've started with no money, there's only one thing for it, and that is to do some contracts. So let's go look at the contracting menu. Okay. Wood transport can get in the sea. Stone picking doesn't look like much fun. Mowing, and it's super close to where we're starting, so let's borrow the items and do that one. So it's not going to take us long to get over to field 44, as it's just over here. But my plan is to get a small tract of land with a number of trees on it so that I can start logging. But that didn't take long at all. So let's set up the guidelines. Steering assist, one headland, that looks fine. So we will lower the mower. Okay, so that's that contract complete. So we will collect our first monies and then almost immediately look for another contract to do. Okay, that's interesting. What is that? Canola. Big canola thing to do. Hoeing one. That's a lot of moolah as well. So it's going to be between hoeing and canola. I think I'm going to do the canola contract. Let's borrow those items, and then let's get ourselves, well, let's load up the header on the trailer, and we'll get ourselves over to field 15. But on the way, I will tell you a little bit about why I've chosen this map and why I am no longer continuing with the Zolonka playthrough. Make my way over to field 15. So yeah, I was finding the Zolonka playthrough where I was playing the game with the same rules, so, you know, must own everything, no leasing, no loans, and it was a slog. The first 10 episodes were just me doing contract after contract and not really making any progress. And then when I did get my own field and started to produce my own stuff, it was still, well, really, really difficult to make progress. And I think it's mostly because the fields were so small. Okay. I thought I could get around that, but it doesn't look like I can, does it? Oh, no, I can, but I need to go that side. So yeah, the Zolonka was just getting such a slog. I couldn't make progress, and I think it was mostly down to the small field sizes. So on this map, the fields are substantially larger, and so you get a little bit more for your contract money, which makes progressing a little easier. So that's why I've chosen this map. Because I do feel like I'm going to be able to make progress. I'm going to get decent amounts of cash from the fields that I will make from contracts. Okay. Although I am finding navigating this a bit tricky at the moment. Okay, I think I know where I'm going. So yeah, that was my main reason for changing. Hopefully this series will be a lot quicker. I managed to get to my goals quicker, so I'm not spending video after video just doing contracting work. So we're making our way over to field 15. I think this must be the entrance for it. Good stuff. Yes, lovely, lovely stuff. So. Oh, brilliant, I lost the header. Oh, fantastic. What good stuff. Well, I guess I am going to need to go sort that out. So I'll do that off camera and I'll join you back here. Okay, made it through the gap. And I've not lost the header. That's good. So let's get into this field and then let's start the canola harvest. So I hope that wasn't too disjointed, what I was chatting about just then. And the reasons I've chosen this map make sense, and the reasons I've ditched Zolonka also make sense. But if you've got any questions about that, please leave me a comment and I will endeavour to respond to all the comments I get. But for now, I'm going to attach the header. And then we're going to do this canola harvest. So I will start another time lapse. do like these American looking trucks. It's just not like anything we get in England. So yeah, that was cool. So now that the contract is complete, we need to go collect our moolah. So 11,000. Collect. Good stuff. So I need approximately 33,000 to buy a small bit of land with quite a lot of trees on it, so I can start doing some logging. I'm going to go for field 67, which you can see on that map there. It costs 33,000 euros, so I need a little bit more than what I currently have, as I've got around 17,000 euros at the moment. So another canola harvest, or what else could I do? Wheat harvest, a colossal canola harvest. So if I did that one, that would pretty much give me all the money I need. So yeah, makes sense, let's get it done. So this will probably be the last thing I do today on this episode. 2 o'clock in-game time, so by the time I've done this it'll be dark, and then we'll be ready to move on to the next day. So if we can get this done, then I can collect all the cash, and then in the next episode we can buy the field, then do some more contracts so we can buy all the equipment we need to begin logging. Go this way so I don't have to go through that windy bit of the city. It's not much of a, I suppose in Farm Simulator terms it is a city, but it's just a little village. But yeah, we don't want to go through it. So we'll go round it, just like we're going on a bear hunt, and it'll be time for yet another time lapse. So this one's going to take me a little while, I suspect, and I'll see you at the end when the time lapse is over. this canola job done. A lovely extra 4,000 euros as the bonus for the extra seed. Now let's collect this contract. Collect. Great stuff. Now let's go back to the map. Now I have 41,000. There are small pockets. Is this one of them? No. So there's like field 67, 32,000, and there were other small ones. Field nice. Field 88. Oof, probably not. That's a bigger field. So I'm going to buy one of these small fields with loads of trees on, is what I'm getting at. Because I'll be able to fell the trees and sell them. Eventually getting a sawmill to make that better. So I'm going to get field 67. So let's buy it. And then let's visit it. Ho-ho, here we are. Right next to a massive bush. Well, let's do a little flyby and see what this land is like. So this is the field that I now own. So it goes from that tree all there, those ones on the edge of the edge of the river, and all that in there. So if I can fell all of these trees, I'm going to earn myself quite the decent amount of cash. So there's so many trees on here, very dense, lots of wood here, lots of different tree types. So I'm going to earn myself quite a nice amount of cash from this site. I've got to buy a few things, and I can afford some of that now, and some of it I'm going to have to get potentially in the next episode. So let's just go to the buying station. So I'm going to need a chainsaw. I always get this one, don't know why, just like the colours. I'm going to need a trailer, that one. Bale trailer. Powder blue's decent, isn't it? And then, yes, that looks silly. Let's buy it. What else am I going to need? Front loader, can't afford that now. A log fork, can't afford that now. And I'm going to put this one on finance. But I don't have enough money. Okay, so I bought a couple of things, got my new field. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed yourselves, please consider giving the video a like. If you want to see more from me, I'd really appreciate you subscribing to the channel. And also, why don't you leave me a comment telling me all about how you've enjoyed the video or not, whichever. It's all engagement and it's all good for me in getting my video in front of as many eyes as possible. So, I've been Will, and I'll see you all next time.